disclaimer. Big game, James Worthy. It's his birthday.
All right.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah.
All right, here we go. You gonna sing it, Allie? I'm gonna sing it.
You're gonna sing it. I'll conduct it.
Happy birthday
baritone.
to you.
A little baritone from Rob.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, big game, James.
There you go, Rob.
Happy birthday to you.
My man. Not too many times you get serenaded by Big Shot Rob.
The best RH in Laker history.
But you know what, though? We never get to share Rob's birthday because it's in August. So I want to share a little bit of that's my wish. That's my birthday wish, is for you guys to know that it's my birthday, and I thank you for all the wishes. Thank you, Rob. But Rob's birthday is in August, and we never get to celebrate his birthday. So I'm going to share a little bit of mine with Rob today. His birthday is August, what?
25th.
25th. Nobody ever knows that. You see it on Twitter, on social media. But I want you to know that we never get to bring it to him when he's in studio. So
You came to the house to celebrate.
I did come to the house.
Yeah, so
came to the mansion.
that's all that matters.
I wouldn't call that a house. I call that a mansion.
Seriously.
Thank you, everyone. Yeah, man. I'm happy to be having a birthday.
It's an honor to be in your presence, Big Game.
It's an honor to be here, man.
You make being on
Indeed.
this show so much fun.
And it's vice versa. We got a good family here.
Yes.
Including the people out there and behind the cameras and in the production, whatever that room is in there. But yeah, thank you, Spectrum. It's been a great ride and celebrate many birthdays here. We all have, and let's keep it going. We're winning on my birthday. That's all good.
Speaking of that, should we talk about winning?
Yeah.
Yes.
We also have an awesome video just to show you that he can still get it in groove. That'll be coming up later in the show. You'll want to wait for that. But speaking of winning, we start with the West standings, which is fun to look at. You see it right here. The Lakers in that 5 spot. With a win tonight, they could jump the Rockets. That due to percentage points at that point. Coming in, they are 2 games behind the 2 spot currently. They're 4 ahead of that 6 spot where the Clippers are. And just 2 games separate 6 through 10. Tells you everything you need to know about the wild, wild West that we are living in. But how about this? Big Game, we'll start with you. Lakers 8-game win streak versus teams above 500. Early on, I would say that when you talk about the Lakers, that was actually not the narrative. That's not what we were hearing about this team, that they were able to beat those teams. And JJ's used the word connected a lot this year. He's also, as of lately, used the word belief. And I think, too, when you think of the schedule ahead over the next month or so, you're going to face a lot of those teams above 500 to just have the belief and see that you can get it done. I would say that certainly will help going into those matchups. Yeah, and that belief doesn't just happen. You have to work with that. When they were winning those games early on against, less than 500 teams, they were wins. Not impressive enough to give us the belief that, they could sustain that type of winning. But when they start to win against, New York, against Denver, against good teams like Memphis, they started to show us something, and then you could see that they had started some type of connection with one another. And in order to have that, you got to believe. You got to believe in what you're doing. You have to be able to voice that as a coach and have them to transfer that onto the court. And you can tell that they believe in what they're doing. For their defense to pick up like it has the last month or so without AD, it's been most impressive. So. They believe, and they're bringing it every night to the court. They're sharing the basketball, and it's a collective effort. I mean, they have the stars, but I'd have to say the role players are playing a major part in this success.
And see, I have to add trust to that. I think trust in what you're doing, trust in your teammates, because there's a lot of times when there's players out there on the court, and the coach would tell you something. Jay, we'll look at the coach like, I don't know if we trust that play right there. But I think you watch the guys are trusting each other. They trust in what the coaches say. And on the defensive end, they trusting that they'll have each other back. There's so many moments now where guys will penetrate, and you like, where's the guy? You look, and the guy didn't rotate like he was supposed to. But now guys are starting to figure out, it might happen once in a game, But before it was happening like maybe multiple times, but now the guys are trusting each other defensively. And more importantly, they believe in and trust each other on the offensive end, because there was a point where, LeBron like, nah, I'm going to carry the team. Now AR can do it. Even nice RH can do it. And now we got Luka, Luka can do it. So I think the trust has to be thrown in there too.
They're one of the best defenses, obviously, throughout this month, second best in the NBA, and that offense we continue to see, as you mentioned, the trust build. For a preview of tonight's matchup, we join Lakers reporter Mike Trudell. He's courtside at Crypto.com Arena, as always, first on the floor. Hey, Mike.
Hey guys, welcome downtown. Look, I have to start by saying happy birthday to Big Game James Worthy. Now, as you guys know, I spend a lot of my life watching NBA League Pass, and now you can watch all of the post-game shows as well and pre-game shows. James, you are by far the best analyst. I'm saying this with an authoritative view on it. This is not up for debate. It is a fact, and you are an even better guy. Ali, I think since I moved here, I haven't heard a single person say anything bad about James Worthy. Everybody loves him off the court as well. And so as a tribute, what I've been trying to debate, and I have to get AJ to sort of pay for this, but do you want a cardinal, which is the state bird of North Carolina, like as a pet, or maybe some pine trees, which are the state tree of North Carolina? Maybe we could install a couple of those in the yard, and it would make you feel like home.
Michael, I can't thank you enough, man, for that, but I'm going to go with the pines. The North Carolina Pines, brother.
Okay, that's what I
if you can get me just one short one, I'd be happy.
All right, we got to work on this. All right, we got to get this done. All right, and now I will transition away. I would rather keep talking about James Worthy for a while, but to the game tonight should be an exciting one. We know the Lakers are playing some great basketball. Now, Minnesota a bit different from what you might have expected, because no Rudy Gobert, no Julius Randle. So I asked JJ how that impacts the way that he's making the game plan. Here's JJ.
Small adjustments, but certainly you have to think about your Anthony Edwards coverage. But they have a number of guys that are playing really well right now. McDaniels, Alexander Walker, Naz Reid, all three of those guys playing at a really high level offensively. Obviously, McDaniels and Alexander Walker as well on the defensive end. We have to be smart with how we want to guard him. Knowing that they have a ton of shooting on the floor, and they also have a bunch of young guys right now, like Shannon and Clark, and they just play really hard. And Clark in particular is another disruptive defender, so lots to worry about tonight. Very, very rare you don't go into a game worrying about a lot of stuff, and tonight's no different.
Is there any way to quantify the effect of having an additional playmaker in Luka, the way that will perhaps keep a guy like LeBron or even Austin fresher as the game goes on, because the three of those guys don't necessarily have to shoulder that responsibility for all 48 minutes?
Yeah, I think the biggest effect of that is with Austin, because of how much ball handling he had to do, and it wasn't even just the shot creation part for himself and others. It was literally just getting the ball across half court. He was in the lineup a lot of times without a ball handler, and now I think in 5 games, like I think there's been one scenario where we're in an ATO and I'm like, let's do this, and well, we only have one ball handler out there. Like we typically, because of now we have Gabe, Austin, Luka, sometimes Goody even. We have 4 guys that can do it, and that's what we've tried to do all year with LeBron, is not tax him with just bringing the ball up. We want him obviously to have the basketball, but in his spots and in the half court.
All right, there's JJ Redick. So fun matchup coming up tonight, Lakers and Wolves. And Ali, I have to go now. I got to go research where to find North Carolina pine tree seedlings so we can get those delivered up to Big Game James.
Yeah, Mike, that is